Hey y'all, so this is what we're getting into today. I brought this inside, but we had like some flies or mosquitoes in the house. So I was like, just take the basil outside because I don't know if that caused it. But online it says that basil repels flies. I need to get rid of this. And I did not water last night, so I'm going to be watering today. These look a little bit better. The tomato plant does not. I just remembered last night that I fertilized the tomato plant with fish fertilizer, so I don't know if I overdid it. But I do have some more. I planted some more tomato seeds down here, and I forgot about that because I should have been watering those like every day. So I don't know if those are going to germinate. So right now, before the heat kicks in, I'm going to water everything. I'll start off with just filling up the top of this green stock with water. I'm trying to find an entry point here because I got all of these lavender plants in here. Give everything a good spray before the sun comes out. I'm just gonna put a good amount of water in here with the tomato plants. I don't know if they're gonna bounce back. I really don't, but they look really bad. And the reason why I fertilized it was because it was turning yellow. So we'll see what happens with these. We'll check back in with the tomato later today. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm just going to water everything really good. And I'll come back and we'll check on the garden some more. And I need to check to see if the chickens laid an egg. And if we're still having an issue with that one chicken that's laying that rubber egg. Alright, so I watered everything. I gave everything right here just a little sprinkle. I watered this really good. I watered that really good. Got the bottom really good because I forgot that I put those tomato seeds down there. I forgot I put those tomato seeds down there, and I never gave it any attention. Usually when I put seeds down, I'll give it extra water every day so that it can start germinating, but I didn't. So I don't know if the tomatoes are going to come up to replace these that I might not have anymore. And I watered the corn and the cowpeas really good. Gave the lavender a little sprinkle. I watered that green stock. Every green stock got water, filled it up. I watered these tomato plants. Can you tell I'm sleepy this morning? I watered because I had to get up at 5 o'clock this morning to check on the chicks. Let me go see if they laid an egg really fast, and I'll explain some more about what I came up with in the garden and what I was thinking. Usually there's an egg. Well, somebody look like they laying, but usually there's an egg in here. I don't see one of those weird eggs, so I'll let you do what you're doing. I'll check back. I think maybe they waiting to lay an egg. So this is what I was thinking. Let me check this watermelon plant while I'm thinking about it to make sure those things didn't come back. I don't see anything on the leaves. So maybe we got rid of that minor. It's called like a minor bug. Oh my gosh. Here's one right here. Let's see. But it's not white, it's black. The other ones were white. Where did I see it at? Right here. I don't know what to do because the other ones were white. And this is black. I guess I should just clip it off to be safe. Let me see. Now I need to find somewhere to put it. I'm wearing the wrong shoes this morning. I also need to water out here. I'll probably do that later. Where I planted those sunflowers. Okay. So, this is the plan. I have these bags from transplanting those lavender plants that was getting too big for the buckets, and I put them over there. I don't know if they're gonna survive or not. So I have 1, 2, 4 of those empty ones, and I found these. It's like old soil in there. It's not like the good soil that's in there. So I have 3 of those. So I picked the worst looking lavender plants that I have that's dying, and I don't want to just lose my money and have them sitting up here because I can't buy the bigger buckets to transplant these lavender and rosemary into and get the Fox Farm soil. So I do have some of that soil that I got from like a box store that's in a blue bag. I might have 2 or 3 of those. So I'm going to try to fill these up with the soil, and I'm going to get my shovel and just like try to move this soil around to fluff it out a little bit. And then I'm going to put those in here to see if I can get them to bounce back. Because this one looks okay, kind of. It's dying. But these, and especially these, look really bad. And I don't know if they're going to come back or not. But I want to hurry up and get them in a pot. I still have some left. These 2 look good. And these up here look really good. So I don't know what's the difference. I know this area gets a little more shade right here until a little bit later in the day. I had the other ones over there, and I also have that peppermint plant that's like gone. Like I don't know if it's done for the season or if something happened to it. And then I broke off the peppermint plant that I cut off and put it in a bucket over there to deter like pests from going over there. And the lavender was right here, so I don't know if there was a bad interaction or something happened there with those ones that look really bad. So that's the plan for today, is to get those in those pots to try to save them, and we'll keep watching them. While I was watering, I was thinking, like, since I get so much sun, the things that don't like too much sun, this is a French marigold, and this is the biggest one that I have. I didn't know it gets, like, it's huge. Like, what I was thinking is, what is this? Is that a snail? Oh my gosh, it's huge. The chickens don't like snails. So I can't feed it to them. I mean, I could, but let me see if they'll eat it. They don't really like snails. But what I was thinking with the marigold is for things in the garden that needs a little shade from the direct sunlight that I get all day long, that I could just plant this around it or beside it to give it a little shade. And it also protects the soil. I think it deters like nematodes or something like that, or some kind of pest that's in the soil. And it also attracts beneficial like ladybugs and beneficial bugs to the garden. So I thought that was a cool idea, to maybe plant some French marigold next to something that needs a little bit of shade. But you, like, if you want to keep your garden together, because I know with watering, keeping everything like in the same area is super helpful. But I'm about to see if they'll eat this. I don't think so. They don't like it. Did you eat it? You don't like that. Is that gross? They were trying to wipe it off. What's that? Oh, it's right here. You don't like it. So I brought some garden food that I'll use in there. Have the soil, put it in these, and I'm gonna work the soil up and work it around. And I'll show you when I finish. So I have 3-4 potted so far. I poured a little dirt in each of these bags to give it a little stability so I can open up these bags and pour it in, because the bags are super heavy and it's hard to hold the bag and pour it and keep the bag open. So I put a little dirt at the bottom of these 3, and then I'll pot these 3 right here, and I'll show you what that looks like. I have them all potted up. I have 2.5 bags of dirt left. I probably need to put some more dirt in here, but I have them all potted up, fertilized. Next, I'm going to put some hay around it and show you the end result with that. Alright, I filled this one up a little bit more with soil. I have my hay here. So I'm just gonna go around and put the hay in like so, and then I'll give it a water. Okay. I just want to get that fertilizer that I put in there to get wet a little bit. So what I plan on doing is we'll do a lavender check every day, probably for the rest of the week, to see if they're gonna survive. I feel like the lavender that I have now, I bought them from a box store, and I think I said it in like one of my super earlier videos that they gave them to me completely dead. But I still took it to see if I could, like I did a pickup order, and the lavender was completely dead. And I think that's some of the lavender that I actually have in the garden. I don't remember ever throwing away any lavender that I planted. So I'm thinking that it'll bounce back, because I'm thinking one of these lavenders that I have in the garden, it looks like these right here. So I'm hoping that's the case and I didn't lose a bunch of money with all of these that I was planning on using in the front yard to landscape. All right. Okay, so this is what we did today, and excuse my dirty hands, I just planted some lavender. We watered all the green stalks, which I was supposed to do last night, but I didn't get around to doing it. So I got up super early this morning. I had to let the chickens out at 5, I believe it was like 5:50. I let them out. And then at about 7 o'clock, I came back out and watered all the green stalks. And I forgot that I had seeds down here that I was starting, these tomato seeds right here, that they're not looking too good right now. I think it's because I fertilized it with the fish fertilizer, and maybe I didn't water enough or dilute the fertilizer enough, and then they've been getting hit with the sun. These were looking horrible yesterday by the end of the day because of the heat, but they bounced back and they look good right now. So I'm thinking it's the fertilizer. I didn't water down here to get the seeds to germinate, so I gave that a good water, and I filled up the tops of the green stalks with water, and I just sprayed these because this bed gets a lot of pests, as you can see. If I go on the other side, there's like one of these that's completely eaten. And I watered over here. I watered the strawberries because last night they were completely bone dry, and I watered these little starter strawberries because it was dry also, and I filled up the green stock. Filled up that green stock. I didn't water anything in here individually. It doesn't get that much sun over here, so it wasn't too dry, but I wanted to make sure I watered it like I did everything else. I used these old pots that had dirt in it just so I can get these lavender plants in the pot, because they've had it. I think it's because they've been in the sun, maybe because they don't like being near peppermint plants. I used the soil that I did have, even though it's not really the soil that I wanted to use, just so I can get them in a pot. And I put them in some old pots also. I also found, I think the mining bug is back with this watermelon plant. I think it was a black squiggly leaf instead of white, but I pulled it off anyway just in case. But I don't see anything else on the watermelon right now. We'll keep checking on that. And I gave everything a sprinkle over here, and I watered over here. We talked a little bit about the marigold. If you want to keep all your plants together, but you want to give it a little shade, you see how huge that French marigold is? So it's going to give I don't know how much sun the lemon tree really needs, but it's going to give it a good amount of shade, and the stuff behind it, it'll give it some shade. So that's an idea for maybe next season, or maybe later on in this season. The things that don't want direct sunlight, which is what my olive back here gets all day long from sun up to sundown. I want to keep everything together because it makes it easier to water everything. So that's all I did today. I'm gonna go check to see if the chickens laid an egg, because somebody was in the box. So let's see. Oh my gosh, she's still in here. Did you lay an egg? Hey, did you lay an egg? You've been in here the whole time I've been outside. Let me see. Yep. Hello, little buddy. Let me see about the egg. Watch out. I don't want you to eat the egg. Can I see something? Is it one or two? One egg. You can stay. One little egg. This looks like Tails. I can't tell Tails and Taz apart anymore, because Tails was the little chick that had the long tail, and now everybody has a tail. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.